I'm just gonna awkwardly sit here for a second and wait for people to show up. If you're here, drop me a comment, say hi. So I am doing this live today to give you an update on what I talked about in my last video, which was that Gunner was really very, oops. Oh, I did it again, sorry. Well, give me a second before I get started. Yeah, I had told you Gunner was very upset because they had, he had flunked. Oh, hi, Cherie. Thanks for dropping me a comment. He was very upset because he had basically flunked everything except music. Hi, Christine. Ooh, Florida. I miss Florida. Yeah, they flunked him. They wanted to send him to a school for kids with learning disabilities and behavior problems. And I was like, no way. And it was looking really bad. It was looking like he was going to get sent somewhere. Whoops, totally different. Oh, hi, Bella. How are you? Hi, Christina. Yeah, he was going to get once again shuffled around, which is the last thing he needs. And sorry, I'm just setting myself up. Oh, hi, Dave. Glasgow Dave and the Hoos. Nice to see you. Hi, Brooke. Hey, guys. Yeah, I'm doing the live kind of early today. I've had a really hectic week. I've been super busy. And hi, Zoe. Oh my gosh, nice to see you guys. Yeah, so I could not do it. Well, I'm going to tell you the whole story. So I want to tell you, first of all, like with Gunner, so it was looking really bad. They were going to actually, he had failed everything. They were going to kick him out, as you know, just to recap. They were going to send him to a school for kids with learning disabilities and behavior problems, which usually means aggression. And I just was like, no, he doesn't belong there. Because I mean, yeah, he has some problems, but he's still like a pretty innocent and a good kid, like he doesn't even sass me. He just has a disability. Hi, Diane. And I know that like right now he's in an autism program. So the school board, like I said, to recap, had sold me on this and said they specialize in this and they're going to be able to help your son. Please take a chance and send him back, because I'd been homeschooling him. So I did it. Now, 3 years later, what? They're telling me they can't handle him. They specialize in autism. Hi, Salty. It's an autism program. Why would they think that a school that specializes in learning disabilities and behavior problems would be more suitable? I don't agree. I think he just had a bad year, And the last thing he needs is more change, because that's something that autistic people don't deal very well with in general. It's very destabilizing to anyone, but especially autistic people, especially autistic kids. So I had gone up to the oratory. Sorry. As you guys know, I had gone up there and I'd said prayers, and I explained that, yeah, I'm not Catholic, but I just felt so desperate. I felt like, here I am in my house. Tell me if you ever feel like this. Like, I'm here, I'm praying, but I just feel like it's not enough. Like, I felt like we needed to make a pilgrimage. And part of it was just me doing it out of faith that I'm going to make this pilgrimage. Yes, I'm going to pay for the candles. What am I going to do? Come in there and try to take the candles for free? I mean, it's just not honest. Who cares? $2, whatever. Yes, I'm going to pay for the candles. I'm going to light the candle and I'm going to say a special prayer. And I believe that with the candle, this is like my prayer is ongoing. Well, that's by my faith. It's not magic. Maybe you don't believe it, but it's a thing that I was doing by faith. Hold on, I realize I can't see the comments here. And the other thing was I was doing it for Gunner's mental health and for his spirituality. I was trying to like give him a boost, to encourage him spiritually to trust in God's plan. I think that's just a very important thing to be able to do in life. It's a very important coping strategy, that even when things look really bad, that you have the faith and the trust that God has a plan for you, and that things are going to work out in the long run and you're going to get through it. So taking him up to the oratory and having him pray with me and light candles, it was something that was encouraging to him. I knew it would be, and that's why I wanted to do it. What did somebody say? Oh, you like my Scottish accent? Well, thank you. Well, I watched Trainspotting a few times, I'll admit. So yeah, I felt like we had to go the extra mile, and it's something that I've done when I've had times where I felt really desperate that I just felt like I'm just praying here by myself. I don't think anybody's listening to me. I need to do more. And I go and light a candle. I mean, sometimes I pray in tongues too. There is that. I have, that's the thing, that I have that gift, but I don't find that, I find that I don't use it unless it's like, it's really dire. And then I'll pray in tongues, because it's like, it's just my spirit praying directly to God. I mean, I don't know if you guys all know what that is like, but anyway, for those of you who do, that's pretty much it. But in this case, I felt like I needed to like do something like as an act of faith. So I brought Gunnar up there. We lit 3 candles at 3 altars. Yeah, I mean, I know that the Catholics believe that the saints can intercede. I'm a more just like basic Christian, so it's possible. I don't really know. The theory, the way it works is that just like when somebody else prays with you here, and it says when you come together in my, whatever you ask in my name, when you agree on it. Sorry, I just mangled that verse, but you guys know what I'm talking about. That then your prayers will be answered. Like the goal is to pray together. So if you don't have someone to pray with, that you can ask the saint to pray with you. Now, I just personally don't feel comfortable. I have a lot of respect for the saints, and I feel like going to the altar and going to the church that represents the saint, that represents your particular cause, and just even praying to God there, for me, like that's a little extra, So I won't address it to Saint Joseph, because Jesus said when you pray our Father who art in heaven. So call me a fundamentalist. Ironic, because I'm I'm not, but you know what I'm saying. Everybody does it their own way. So I do pray just directly to God, but I do like to go to the church when there's something, and the Catholic Church is the only place where it's like they got the altar, they have like the specific cause. You're like, God, this is the problem, we need a miracle, or it's for health, and I'm doing the specific thing, and I came all the way over here, gonna light this candle. And like faith is like an individual thing, how you live your faith, your relationship with God. So it's really like, because there's how many branches of even just Christianity, and so obviously you have to have some tolerance. People do things different ways, and so this is what I do. So I brought him up there. We prayed extensively for his education. We prayed for a turnaround in the situation with the school. We were really asking for like a 180 level miracle, and we just want him to be able to complete his high school and to get an education, because there's a risk with him, especially with this age, where he can drop out, that if he's too discouraged, that he'll just not get the motivation to continue. He'll drop out. And I think that for him it would be difficult to go to just adult ed. There's a lot less support, and I just think he should stay here, also because his friends are there and they have a really great music program. And he got a lot out of that, as you guys know. So we did take it all to God, and Gunnar prayed, and that makes me really happy to see that my son has faith, he has a relationship with God, and like I know that when he was there, he was really believing that that God was going to hear us. Hi, Cece. So we said prayers for a miracle. We said prayers to fight your demons, which is like fight your fears. And I think also for health. And then I even put a paper in the wall, and I wrote down like special prayer for Gunnar's education. So I'm here to testify that our prayers were answered in the most unbelievable way. I mean, really, it was like a miracle. Now, we got everything we wanted in terms of the answered prayer. I'm going to tell you what happened. I wrote it down so I won't get too rambly. Now, what we do with this is up to us, though. But it seems like there was some intercession for us. Oh, Cece, what happened was, it was a situation with Gunnar at school that people hate when I repeat myself, though. I'm letting you know. People hate that. They complain after. You just keep repeating yourself, and I keep telling them it's because people come in late. They want to know what happened. He flunked all. He had like a emotional breakdown, like a depression, and he he flunked all his classes, and the school wanted to transfer him to a school for learning disabilities and behavior problems, and he would have to repeat the year and lose all his friends. So, in a nutshell. So here's what happened. So this principal, I told you, the last time I talked to him, he was like, he kept saying, I strongly suggest, I highly recommend, but it was kind of like he's telling me this is what you've got to do. And I'm asking, well, like, do I have a choice? But he won't say yes, but he'll say, I strongly suggest. So that tells me he wants me to think I don't have a choice, but I do. But he doesn't want Gunnar back at school. He wants him moved. And so he just kept saying, this is what we're going to do. We're going to move him to this school called Options, and he's going to repeat grade 10. And that was pretty much it. And I kept saying, like, yeah, is there any alternative to that? And I told him I thought it would be very destabilizing and Gunnar would probably drop out. But the thing was, the principal's attitude, it was like his heart was very hardened in this situation. Like, he was like, that's it, we're done, and this is what's going to happen. I didn't really feel like it was really a matter of best interest, because Gunnar doesn't have learning disabilities. I felt like they were coming up with excuses to get rid of him. So we said all those prayers, and here's what happened. So 2 days after that, I get a call from the school. The principal has completely changed his tune. He's no longer even talking about a transfer to this alternative school for learning disabilities. He's only talking about if Gunnar passes the exam for history and science, that they will put him even in grade 11, like secondary 5. He's no longer talking about holding him a year back, no longer talking about transferring. He's just talking to me like, so here's what we are decided, or what we're suggesting. If Gunnar's able to pass these 2 classes this summer, we're going to put him in Sec 5. It's grade 11. But he's going to have to do grade 10 math, because you can only do 2 summer classes, basically. So they would move him up even if he doesn't pass the math, and they would accommodate him that he'd be able to do the previous year's math next year. So that's a complete 180. No more mention of this other school, no more mention of holding him back. I know, pretty dramatic, right? Like, what? I was like, oh my gosh, wow, talk about answered prayer. So no transfer, not held back, has to do, and actually doesn't even have to do summer school. That was another thing, because Gunnar is still very fragile. He's still like, he's not really himself. Well, he's himself, but not his best self, He's fragile. He's very sensitive to stress, and he has a lot of shutdowns. So I said, well, I don't know if he's going to really be able to attend summer school, every day. It's 3 days online and 2 days in person. And I said, the principal, I think, was the one who suggested, well, as long as he passes the exams. And I said, well, would I be able to homeschool him, like tutor him for the history and the science, and then have him take the exam? Like, or does he have to take the class to be able to, like, be considered as having passed it? The principal said, no, because there's classwork with tests, right? But he said, as long as he just passes the ministry exam, that they'll consider that he passes the class. So, like, even less demand, just pass those 2 exams. You can study with mom. You don't have to go to school. And we're going to put you in grade 11, not hold you back. So, I mean, that is exactly the best possible outcome that I could have asked for. So that's why I'm here. I'll testify. I think that all our prayers were answered up to this point. This is what we wanted, right? Isn't that amazing? Yeah, and it's weird, the principal's attitude changed, because you should have heard the tone he had with me. It was very close. It was very, like, sort of bossy. Like, when they're telling you what's going to happen, never mind that you're the parent, you have nothing to say about it. It was very, yeah, sort of just, yeah, here's the deal, And then when I talked to him again, it's like he had softened a lot. And I was like, what happened? I think, I mean, I'd asked God to work on his heart, to have some compassion. And I think that something happened. Like, I really do. Yeah, it is a weight off Gunner's shoulders. Hi, Mom Cell. It is a huge weight because now he feels like there's hope. He's still stressed that he has to pass the classes, but I keep telling him we can do this. The only thing is, man, am I swamped. I don't know how I'm going to find the time. But I feel like God is going to make some room in my life. He already did by removing one responsibility that I had. So that helps. But yeah, I'll tell you why I'm swamped also, because I'm really like busting my butt trying to sort of get some momentum in my reselling business. I feel funny saying that, but it's gone beyond like hobby to like a full-on side hustle. Not gonna take over as my main source of income, but it's gathering some steam. But that's because I put a lot of work into it, and it can be actually extremely time consuming. I want to finish telling you about Gunner before I talk about that though, but it can really be. I'm sorry, I hope I didn't get something from cleaning the balcony. I'm having that thing where I get the spasms, like again, like I did last year. I cleaned my balcony. There was a lot of pigeon stuff out there, so I hope I didn't get something. It's like allergy, asthma. Yeah, I'll tell you about that, how incredibly time consuming that can be. Maybe I'm just not doing it right. I don't know. So Gunner's feeling a lot better. He's feeling very encouraged. And also we did celebrate his birthday, and it was with a family member, which was super nice. Now, my family is very, very private, so I never talk about them at all and what they do. And I mean, I've told you I have nieces and a nephew, and little Sonia, my niece. But that's all I tell you. But they made a birthday party for Gunner, and so he got to celebrate it with his cousins. And Aaron was there, of course, and yeah, it was really nice. And it was like a backyard party with the kids, and Oreo ice cream cake from Dairy Queen, which was surprisingly delicious. I'm kind of a dessert snob. Like when it comes to chocolate, if it's not good quality, I don't want it. And cake, I'm a huge cake snob. Like if it's not the best, I don't want it. And ice cream, forget it. Ugh. Like if it's not really good ice cream, I don't even want to try it. And this Dairy Queen cake was so good. It really was. It tasted like real food, not just like a bunch of chemicals thrown together, like a cheap imitation of ice cream. It was really good. I was impressed. And Gunnar got a little gift, and yeah, he was very happy. It was a really great day. So between the whole thing with the school and then also being able to have a family birthday party, he's been quite encouraged. He's feeling better. I'll tell you also, he decided that he would start taking his medication again. He didn't want to be on it. He was annoyed. It's just clonidine as a very, very small dose. He had been on many in the past, which I didn't want him on, but we were kind of forced. It's a long story. And then finally, the new psychiatrist had said we could try clonidine, and it was the best thing that he ever tried. It really helped him. It was because of that he was able to go back to school, because it just like takes down the anxiety and the fight or flight response, so he doesn't like explode all the time or like shut down and run, So and then he decided, well, I'm getting bigger now and I don't need it anymore. And before Christmas, he had gotten a sinus infection, you guys remember? And that led to 6 weeks of missed school. And it wasn't because he was so sick. It was like he had psychiatric effects from his infection or something. I don't really know. I hate to see that happening, because he had something like that when he was younger, where he had strep and it made him totally cuckoo. And it was a whole big thing, you guys might remember. So it was kind of weird that it happened right when he got that persistent sinus infection. Then at Christmas, he decided to go off his medication, and I think that kind of added to it. He was okay at home over Christmas, but when he went back, it was like, well, one of the problems was that he had more trouble going to sleep without it. So that our whole schedule was like totally destabilized. So he finally decided to go back on it. So I think that's also kind of answered prayer. Yeah, the dose is very, very low. So it's not like I mean, it's not even like a dose for blood pressure. It's a fraction of a dose. I think, well, I don't know the exact dosage for blood pressure, but it's like 0.1 or something. This is like 0.0025. It is like a micro dose of clonidine, but it works wonders. So he's finally back on it. Oh, hey, Dave. Dave won his disability appeal. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's good news. Also, my approach with Gunnar was to just take the demands off and let him de-stress. And I did give him vitamin D because maybe he was deficient, honestly, because he was inside so much, and that can make you depressed. And the only other thing we've been taking, me included, is the wormwood. Not medical advice. I'm just saying, like, there had been some studies on people with Crohn's, and they discovered, like, it was sort of an unintentional side discovery of the study, was the people who took it had improved mood, and I personally find that it seems to help me. So this is, in case you're wondering, this is what I've been taking. It's just your basic Artemisia absinthium. It's from NutriSelect. I'm not sponsored. I don't have a link or anything. I'm just letting you know. And in the past, it's like 4 or 5 days of that, and it seems to like get me out of my depression. This time it was longer. It was like 10 days, but I feel okay now. It did go down, but it wasn't gone completely. So I had to continue a bit. I'm still going to keep taking one a day for now. And I mean, it's just from the Parasite Cleanse kit, but I don't bother with the cloves and the walnut hull. I can just take this. It seems to help. And Gunnar's been taking it as well. Yeah, Silver Rabbit. Yeah, it is a good parasite cleanse. And I kind of feel like I want to do the whole parasite cleanse. Oh, thanks for the hearts. Thank you. Look at all the hearts. What, Dave? Are there not agencies you can go to, Sonia? For what? Parasite cleanse? What, call the exterminator? I'm just joking. So yeah, Gunnar's feeling better. I'm feeling better. So now, depression. I'm going to go to an agency for depression. What kind of agency? Like the CIA? I'll be like, listen, I need help. I need to know the truth about what's going on. No, I don't go to agencies for my depression because, or if you mean doctors, agency, like maybe a modeling agency. I'll be like, you know what? Maybe if I start another side hustle, I won't feel so depressed anymore. So thanks for all the hearts and funny things coming out of there. That's so cute. Counseling. Okay, so Glasgow days from Scotland. So over there, I guess they call it the agency. But he means, you guys still there? It says that I'm live. I'm trying to get rid of this. Oh my gosh, now it's got this weird thing here that like gives me all these options for filters. I don't want to filter. I just, I can't read your, oh my gosh, like total disaster here. What the heck? Hold on a second. Let me check. I think it's still, oh my God, you guys are still there. Oh, hi. Okay, look, I'm really glad that we're back. Yeah, yeah, it froze. And now the weird thing is that I have this thing on my screen that like shows all the options I have for filters, but when I click on them, it doesn't work. Oh, it's for my thumbnail? Oh my God. I still, seriously, I don't know how to use this stupid thing. Okay, no filter. Just let me just give it no filter. Like, what's pas compliqué là, tabarnak. Okay, go down. Is that gonna... Ah! Why is it... I can't figure it out. Anyway, I'm not going to touch the screen. Now I've got like a bar of myself holding a shoe going across the screen. It doesn't really matter. Like the point is I want to just be able to talk to you guys. But holy cow. Okay, so we're back. It's kind of bothering me. Like I wish I knew how to get rid of this stupid thing. But anyway, let's not get hung up on that. No, it sucks. Hi. Hi, Virginia. Does anybody know how to get rid of that thing when you're live? It's got like a bar of all the filter options, but none of them work. What does this bubble do? Oh, it got rid of it. Yay! I was afraid to touch anything. I thought, oh, I'm going to make it worse. But okay, I fixed it. All right. Well, thanks for sticking around and getting through that with me. I don't know what happened. My internet just crapped out. So, yeah, I don't do Prozacs. I don't do that kind of stuff. I have done it in the past many times, but I'm done. I don't need it because in the past I get on like what was it, Celexa or whatever. There's a whole bunch of them. I've been on many antidepressants, and then I'm on them for like weeks and months, and in the end they didn't really like fix my problem, and so I don't bother anymore. I feel fine now anyway, you guys. Like I had it, I was really depressed, and Gunnar was also depressed. And look, I don't know what happened, but like whatever it is now, like you saw the first part of this live where I was explaining that we went to the oratory. I think that our prayers have been answered. Now it's in our hands. It's like God, do your best and let God do the rest. So we did ask for, we had prayers. I think God did answer our prayers, but now it's up to us to make this work. So I'll just try to angle this down a little bit. No luck. So now I need to find the time to tutor Gunnar, which I'm looking at the pile of work there, and I don't know. I mean, I can do it, but the problem with him is you have to catch him in the right mood, or he doesn't want to do it. Anyway, I'll give you an update shortly on how that's going. He has to pass history and science, Zoe. History and science are two of his strongest subjects, so you'd think that it wouldn't be too hard to do. The problem is me. Okay, this is where I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my whole thrifting and side hustle thing. So the reason I decided to go into reselling is because A, I love it. I love the treasure hunt. I love mid-century decorative arts. I'm obsessed. And like I just want to add in, like, supposedly I'm on the autism spectrum, right? So that we're known for having intense interests. But sometimes those interests can switch. I used to be very, very like obsessively interested in sort of news and stuff like that. And that just sort of like, honestly, it just disappeared. And it's not even that recent. I got really tired of it. I just not interested. And so for a long time, it was a grind for me to make videos where I was talking about what's going on in the world. I mean, look, it's not that I'm not interested. But interested like on the end of like wanting to hear the information, but not to the point of having this intense interest where I feel like I need to reorganize and present it and like make videos about it. I don't know. My interest just really switched, and I'm quite obsessed with the thrifting. But it's not just thrifting. It's, I mean, as far as the clothing goes, yes, it's really nice to find something cool. The decorative arts is probably really my passion. But I mean, I'm just absolutely as aspy obsessed with this as I ever was with, the Truth or News. And side note, like that was a lot different 15 years ago than it is now. Like the whole scene was a lot different, and we were all in a different place with like discovering things, and it's just not where I'm at, to be honest. So I feel like now, like when I go there, it just sort of drains me, and I want to feel alive. I want to do what makes me happy and where my passion is. And so my very, very intense passion is definitely in the thrifting and the reselling. So one is that I'm super passionate about it. I absolutely love it, obsessed with the decorative arts and all that stuff. Two, I always need a little extra income. I make very little money per year with my day job, like my official employment. And actually last year, because I went to Europe and I sort of missed like 2 months of work, I made only $21,000. I'll tell you, whatever. Some people never say anything, but I made very little money. Like my rent is like over $1,200 a month alone. So, you just can't live off that. You do get a little bit of child support, which helps. Thank God. But Gunnar is 16. That's not going to be going on for much longer. And, I'm a very hard worker, and I need to work, but I need to be doing something that I can actually do and that I'm good at. And I would have a very hard time like reporting to work somewhere because of my issues, you know, sensory issues. I have a bad sleep disorder. And I think that the sleep disorder cramps my style so much that if I don't find creative ways to create an income for myself, I would be extremely poor because I'm virtually unemployable. I have severe restless leg syndrome, and also with my autism, I can get very, very intensely interested and wound up, and I can have insomnia, and that could be part of it is my autism, like the intensity of my interest. And I mean, you could say, well, or maybe I'm just like passionate, or you could say, oh, she's a workaholic or whatever. But the thing is, I'm only like that with what I'm really into. Everything else, it's a grind, you know? So sometimes I'm so passionate that I can't even sleep, you know? Like I just want to go all night. It's crazy. Can you not claim the dole? No, thank you. I've never been on the dole. No, I would not want to be on the dole. I mean, listen, if you need the dole because you have no other options, then you go for it because you have a right to have it. I do not want the dole because I can make things work on my own. And the dole is so little in Canada. I would have to get those forms filled out that I just did for my son to be declared as disabled myself. With my autism diagnosis, I could probably get that. You know what you get for being disabled? You get $1,500 a month. I told you my rent is over $1,200. I can't live like that. And you're not allowed to work on top of that. Although apparently now you're allowed to earn an extra like $1,000 a month. That's if you're disabled. But my main income from my caregiver income is more than the disability. I mean, usually it's maybe like the disability plus the basic income. And that is because don't forget, Aaron is on already disability. So I pay for a lot of things, you know? No, you don't get your rent paid. No, because you're in the UK, so you have like the council house and all. Well, they have like projects here, but you got to qualify. I mean, I just don't see myself as this kind of person that's going to move into the project, and like, I can't because the working keeps me alive. I need to work. I need to have a goal. I need to have a project. I'm not a person who can just not work. What am I going to do with myself? I'll lose all my motivation. For me, it's not an option. I mean, like if I ever got like super sick and I ran out of money and I really ran out of options, then yes, but I feel like it's really a last resort. Like Aaron, he has a brain injury and he is in a chair. Like he is not employable. And it's not only the injury in the chair, it's all the stuff that comes with it. He needs to be on disability. My son, maybe he will. I don't know. It looks like maybe he will be on disability. Me, I do not need to be on it. I could teach. Well, you know, there's a lot of things I can do. I have a lot of experience in a lot of things. I was a medical secretary. I type like a bullet train. I'm an excellent transcriptionist. I could probably translate. I could teach. It's not that I can't do those things, but don't forget, I have responsibilities to other people, first of all. I'm already a caregiver. So that takes up, like, it's almost full time. I also have a child with a disability. That's a lot of time. I cannot simply go and pick up like a whole bunch of hours and make commitments to other people. Or even drive for Uber. No, thank you. Absolutely not. It needs to be motivating. I'm not going to do something I don't like doing. Because, you know, I can do better. That's why. Yeah, I already have 3 people that I have commitments to. So it's not like I'm starting with, you know, nothing and all my time is open and I can just, or I just like only just have a job and the rest is all kind of like normal and calm. You guys watch my Vlogmas videos. You're going to see what my life is like. Yes, there are many, many jobs that one can do out there. But the issue is not that I don't have skills or whatever. It's because I already have, anyway, like I don't want to repeat myself, but you guys know, as a caregiver, I need to have side hustles, and they need to be things that have to be extremely flexible hours and basically from home, because I need to be around. I can't be off driving an Uber for 3 hours a night, because what if my son is having a shutdown and he's having a meltdown and I need to be here? Or what if Aaron has an issue and he needs me? Like, I'm on call, you know what I'm saying? So I do what I can. So I like the reselling. I love the treasure hunting. I've been doing okay with it. And thanks to you guys and your encouragement, I opened up on Poshmark. I'm not making a ton of sales there, you know, but everything counts. And I'm hoping, yeah, I can teach. I have a degree as a teacher. I have that. I have an art education degree, and I have teaching English as a second language, like the equivalent of 2.5 years of a specialization in that. Because I did the 1 year specialization and then I moved to the 4 year, but I didn't finish it. But I have that stuff. You know, I could go over there and be like, listen, just give me the papers. No, I don't make $21,000 a year on YouTube. That's how much I get paid as a caregiver. That's why I got paid last year. No, YouTube is like almost nothing. Like I remember 1 year, like I got my statement from the IRS, and I had made like $2,400 that year, and they took 600. They took 25%. So like that's almost nothing, right? I mean, after what they take, and plus then I have to pay an accountant and all that. No. So anyway, so like the thing with the reselling, I wanted to address one thing. There's this myth, okay, that the reason that the thrift stores are charging so much is because the resellers are ruining it for everyone. And I thought at first, like, oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe the thrift stores are like, well, if people can sell this online for 25, why are we selling it for 5? And then I realized that that's wrong. Like, it is so much more complicated than that. First of all, there's an enormous surplus of stuff. You would not believe. Like, there is landfills worth of secondhand items and even unused and like there is such an abundance. There's no shortage. So you're not like, if you buy and then you resell, you're not taking it away from poor people. You guys all have everyone has an equal chance to go to the thrift store. There is so much. I go into that store, and as I'm there and it's full, they're refilling and refilling and refilling the racks. So number one, there's tons. Number two, there's so much that they periodically will pull items and they'll send them to like a depot where they have bins. They have one here, and I've been watching resellers online, and the Goodwill stores have these, I don't know what they call it exactly, but it's like a depot, and they have bins, and they're just on tracks. There's not like racks or anything. It's just these blue bins, and people will practically fight each other to get into them because it is sold by the pound. Like you take a bag, you fill it, they don't care what's in it, they weigh it, and they'll sell it to you for like dirt cheap. Yeah, it's paid by the pound, and that is the surplus that comes. So whatever people don't buy, it goes there. And this includes like unbelievable designer items sometimes, and even new with tags, Goodwill outlet. So like there's no shortage. And yeah, like, so even very expensive things, like when they say, well, oh yeah, they can mark up the Gucci because people, no, they will not always pay for it, because a lot of that stuff ends up there. And if it doesn't get bought from there, it goes to the landfill. Well, actually they send it to Africa sometimes, and then they'll resell it, and then even they'll put it in the landfill. You guys would not believe how much waste there is in textiles and even everything, household items. So much. So there is no shortage, and so it doesn't explain why the Goodwill are charging like so much. I mean, you know, I see places like resellers from the States, and they're like, I found this new with tags, and it's like a Zara or something for $1. Or I found this Lululemon new with tags, 50 cents. That does not happen here. They will charge you $15 for a Lululemon anything. And the weird thing I had noticed was that they do seem to clue into, well, if you all are selling it online for more, why can't we do the same thing? And let me tell you, it is not that simple. It's not just because it's I don't know, it's Aritzia, it's Babaton, it's Jacob, it's Banana Republic, it's Zara, that you can mark it up for $20 to $25 because it deserves that. It's not that simple. I've learned from the very experienced resellers online, there's like 2 ways to go about this. There's the vintage, where you specialize in curated vintage. If you have excellent taste and you have an eye, and you find your people. You know what I'm saying? You're going to find your customer base that they like the same kind of stuff you like, and you can build around that. That's basically how the like friperie, that's not the Goodwill or whatever, like these curated friperie, curated secondhand, that's how they operate. You know, they'll find some cool pieces, they'll mark it up. As far as like the brand name, the well-known brand names, you know, for it to really work, it has to be on trend. And there's a lot that goes on with trends in the fashion industry. Just because it's Zara does not mean that anyone's going to pay the $20 for it. Will they pay for it in the thrift store? Maybe, maybe not. But it doesn't mean that, oh, let's mark it up so that the reseller is going to come and grab it. They're going to have to pay more for it. No, they won't pay that much. So then someone else is going to have it. It doesn't really make much sense, because meanwhile, there's boatloads of more stuff coming in and it's going to the Goodwill bins after anyway. So because I was annoyed, because I know that Renaissance, which is the Canadian equivalent of Goodwill, it's a charity organization because it gives medical insurance to employees, and it provides language classes. Now look, a lot of companies provide English or French classes to their employees, and it doesn't make them a charity. But this one, they say that they're a charity, so they're not for profit, except for the people who are high up on the food chain in their ranks, like the CEOs and the whatever. They get paid a lot. And another thing, if you ever wonder why you never find high-end like luxury brands, unless they're Magané with like holes in them or they're folded or whatever, it's because those people who own Renaissance, like when those packages come in that people donate, they go through everything. And when they find something that's really top of the line, they grab it. It never goes on the shelves. The staff will grab it and they'll resell it. Or the people who run the thing will grab it and resell it. It's not equal opportunity. That luxury stuff that you donate does not end up on the floor. It goes straight to, to probably reseller, like somebody who works there who has an in because, oh, hey, look, Chanel just showed up. So there's that going on. But back to the whole thing of, oh, it's this or that brand, let's mark it up. There's a flaw in the logic that the resellers that are selling those kinds of brands, for them to be successful, they have to be extremely knowledgeable and experienced. These people are absolute professionals. It's like they've got a PhD in fashion and fashion merchandising. They have so much knowledge. They know how to find exactly what year it's from, the name. They know exactly if it's on trend. They're so on top of their game. Your average Joe just walks in there, goes, oh, Banana Republic, I think I'll buy it and sell it on Marketplace. You can end up with a lot of stuff in your house if you do that. You can end up with tons of stuff that you can't get rid of. So those very, very experienced, knowledgeable resellers, first of all, they don't buy only from Goodwill. They buy a lot of pallets from, it's like clearance, clearance resellers, bulk resellers sell pallets. A lot of the people who are reselling on a large scale on eBay and on Poshmark, whatever, they're not going into thrift stores. They buy pallets full of stuff, and a lot of it is returns from Amazon, which goes to show Amazon's willing to sell you something, and if you don't like it and you return it, they don't even try to sell it again at the market value. They will sell it for like $1 on a pallet. Like they sell it to somebody, a wholesaler, for so little, and that wholesaler will mark it up, and it's still so cheap that you get these items for like $1 or $2 or $5 each, and then you can still resell them on Poshmark and eBay. That's how much stuff there is out there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't blame the resellers. So yeah, a lot of them are buying them bulk pallets, even truckloads. And I've seen people discussing how they open their own like warehouse for their online reselling business, and they're buying like truckloads of stuff, like huge 18-wheeler truckloads. And sometimes they get screwed, and it even like it happens repeatedly. Like some of these wholesalers who sell to resellers are just absolute crooks. They sometimes like pre-sell. They'll sell them something that they haven't even got it yet, and then they won't give them their money back. Anyway, there's a whole thing going on. But those resellers who do go to the thrift stores have so much expertise that they will be able to go to the bin store where all the crap that they could not sell ends up, and they will find things that are highly valuable and that they can make a profit on. It's very impressive, you know. I'm not one of those people. But yeah, it's not so simple as, oh, it's Banana Republic, let's mark it up. So again, I think that the thrift stores should continue to charge low prices and stop excusing themselves by saying, well, it's because people are reselling. It's got nothing to do with it. It's got nothing to do with it. Resellers would do better to buy like from buying bulk, or you know what I've been doing? I've been buying on Marketplace. People put their stuff up on Marketplace, and I get it there for less than the thrift store, and then I can sell it. But here's the thing, like I was saying, just because it's a certain brand, it doesn't mean it's going to sell. It has to be on trend. So if you get something, let's say it's Free People, which I'm kind of into right now. Oh, half off days, Brooke. Yeah, we don't seem to have those here. See, that's cool. You must be in the States. If you're in the States, yeah, I think you have access to that. We don't seem to have that here. There is a day where seniors get a discount, but but let me tell you though, I went up to Value Village and I bought myself a dress. It's H&M divided. I paid $15. You know how much you pay for it in the store at H&M? $15. They charge you like retail prices. So crazy. Anyway, I'm still having fun doing this, and I'm learning a lot about it, and I wanted to share you my haul from this week. Oh, you're going to Canada. Oh, cool. Are you going to be in Quebec? You going to be in Montreal, Dave? You should say hi. Maybe we can meet up. So where was I? I do want to show you my stuff. And yeah, like, so I'm totally obsessed, obviously. And like I've shown you many times, in this cupboard here is my collection of glass. You know, the clothing people, it's different than the vintage people, I find, especially the vintage, like, decor people. I'm more of a vintage decor person. The problem is I refuse to sell that on Poshmark because they take 20%, and people expect discounts all the time. Now I understand why the prices are so high on Etsy, because you want to get something that makes up for you having taken the time to go out there and find it, take your time, your gas, list it, you know, photograph it, list it, and also give shipping discount. You can't sell it for $10, you know? So it's a different market. Etsy, it's like this person wants exactly that. They're willing to pay for it. That's why. But I do sell at a discount on Marketplace, you know? But there are some, so I kind of like put my toe into eBay and it was freaking me out. So I'm not there yet. You know, Etsy is a ripoff, sort of. It depends. I think Etsy is for people who want a very specific thing. Let's say you have a collection of Pyrex and you're missing a certain piece and you really want it and you're a rich lady, you can have whatever you want, go buy it on Etsy. You know, if you're like the rest of us and you can't afford to do that, well then don't go on Etsy. But for someone who's selling, like from my perspective, for the vintage decor, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to sell it on Poshmark. Although I did sell a set of 3 stoneware canisters and I got $40 for it. That's my part. They got, you know, I sold it for 50. I took home 40. I thought that was really good. It was a beautiful set. On Etsy, each one would have sold for like 30. You know, it would have been like $90. And they take a smaller cut. But anyway, yeah, Mercari, from what I see, there's like super low prices on there. And because of my background in art, because I have a degree in fine arts, right? So I'm more like suited to scouting out decorative arts than I am clothing. Like I don't know that much about clothing. I know what I like, but I'm not one of those who can like find the stuff on trend, you know? So it makes more sense for me to go towards decorative arts, but I make more money selling on Marketplace. Like actually I can do really well on that. But the thing with Marketplace is you're not building a store. You're just selling it and then it's like you're nobody, like you can't build a reputation other than your ratings. I don't know. I find it's okay. So yeah, so there's Poshmark, which I've been on, and I wish Robin was here because Robin had been getting a ton of sales and I hadn't. And I was like, well, what are you doing? And she said, you have to share your own closet in bulk. So she showed me the function to do that so that it goes up in the algorithm. I started doing that. I've heard from other resellers, don't waste your time doing community shares. It serves no purpose. It's probably true. I mean, it might end up in someone else's feed, but the odds are it won't, you know? So this is what the very experienced ones say. They say, don't bother with community shares. Just, oh, I'm just looking at this. What? They give you free boxes, bubble envelopes, and packing tape. Oh, that's cool. Oh, hey, Robin. Speaking of Robin, hi. How's it going? So I'm glad you're here. So I took your advice to do much more self-shares instead of community shares. Okay, the amount of sales I've had on Poshmark are very small. I think last month I had 6 sales for the entire month. So it's like 1 or 2 a week. Did I get more sales? Well, we're 1 week into July and I've sold 5 items. So in 1 week, I've sold as many as I sold in the previous month, basically, so far. We'll see if it keeps going. I don't know. But yeah, I did get some sales. I did start I mean, before I was sharing, but I was like doing it one at a time. So I don't know, maybe it's helping. And the other thing, Robin, what I heard is that you need to keep updating your closet by adding new listings. And I think there was like a week where I didn't add anything. I hope I didn't totally screw myself. So yeah, you have to like consistently post new items. So now I'm starting to look around my house. What can I post? You know, I'm all out. I got nothing. Someone post my old DVDs and whatever. Actually, I have some things that I'll find some things. Yeah, community shares don't. Yeah, they don't do anything. Well, the thing with the community shares is the logic is you share other people's stuff, they'll share your stuff, so there's more chance your stuff's going to end up in someone's feed. But realistically, when you have, you know, 50,000 followers and they're following 50,000 people, I mean, it's like a needle in a haystack. So yeah, Robin, I took your advice, and I guess you would say I have 4 times the number of sales that I did before, like last month so far. We'll see if it keeps going. But I had an amazing week on Marketplace, and what happened, this was my favorite thing that happens on Marketplace. It's when someone, this is like, seriously, this is the best. Somebody likes one item on Marketplace, they come over to get it, and they ask me if I have anything else, and I tell them, oh, I have a whole lot of stuff, and I show them my Poshmark store as a catalog, and they go through the catalog, and then they're like, I like this, I like this, I like this, and I just used the beach house room like a boutique. So they'll just tell me which items they're interested in from the catalog, and I'll just go and get them for them. So she looked at the Betsy Johnson intimates, like the 2 sleepwear things, and she's like, no. She looked at a couple of shirts. She bought one shirt. So she bought the skirt that she came for, the Desigual skirt, plus she bought the Simon skirt and the Tristan shirt. So I made $60. Like literally, she came over and she bought 3 items. So these were like small items. I mean, the Desigual skirt, I had it listed for more on Poshmark, but I'm not going to get that much. I listed it for $50. I might sell it for $35. I come out with like what, $28. I sold it to her here for $20. The Tristan shirt, I listed it for $32. I might sell it for $25. I get $20. The other skirt, I listed it for $28. I might get $20, which means I only get $16. So for me, it was a good deal. I was very happy, and I love that when people come over and I can show them the catalog. You know, it's a great combination. You know what I'm saying? So that was a really good experience. Plus that morning, you guys remember the Talbot's shirt? The Talbot's retro print shirt with the floral on it. It's still there on my Poshmark. I sold that one. So yesterday I mailed that one out. I sold it like early in the morning, mailed it in the afternoon. Plus I sold 3 things on Marketplace. And then today I sold a pair of boots Marketplace. So like between the two, but these are like, these are like 20 bucks, 10, $15 a pop. Yeah, I like Talbots too. It's kind of like conservative, but it's not boring. I loved that shirt, and it was 2X though. It was a bit too big for me. But I bought it because I knew someone would love it. And the lady who bought it, man, she was a pain though. She asked me would I sell, I had it listed for 46, 40 something, 42. She asked me would I sell it for 20, and I was like, that's a big discount. And I was like, well, how about 30 with the shipping discount? And in the end, it's like I ended up selling it to her for basically 20 bucks. And I was just like, whatever, just take the shirt. But I could see from her style that she likes the same stuff I like. And she had a whole bunch of these colorful shirts. So I was like, okay, that's great. Have fun. So yeah, like between the two, it's going okay. And I want to tell you, the boutique experience there, like that is my favorite. When people come over and I'm like, check out my catalog, and I just like sell them all. It's not the first time it's happened. They come over for one thing and they leave with like 3, 4, 5 things. Excellent. I seem to know what I'm doing. I've been studying this, man. Like I'm studying for like a university course. Taking notes, I realized that I could never be like one of these people that are like really on trend and whatever. I can't do that, and it's really a full-time job. It's no longer a side hustle when you're like that. But I'm still having fun. So I want to show you my finds of the week. I think that was I'm gonna turn my light on. Flea market. I did go to the flea market and I found that actually. Oh no, I am not gonna sit at the flea market. Dave, wait, is that Dave again? Who's telling me? Oh no, it's Adrienne. Okay, so like I said before, it's a time issue for me because I have other responsibilities already. So I do not have like a day where I can just like set up a table and be there all day. It's not possible. I'm basically on call. Like I'm a caregiver. I need to be around. My duties are like on and off all day. I can get out for like an hour or two, but I cannot like pack up and be gone for the whole day at flea market. I'm very much enjoying selling from my place. Yeah, Robin, yeah, like it was a bit better this month so far. I'm hoping it keeps going. I remember there was like 1 month, I think it was April, I had like one sale on Poshmark. I thought I'm never gonna have a sale again. I was discouraged, and then it was like, oh, somebody bought something. I'm tired all the time. Oh, I was gonna tell you, actually, listen, you guys. Oh, listen to that party. I had been telling you I had like an enormous amount of health problems. Okay, I can tell you now, 50% of it was my implants, so all the pain is gone, and the breathing problems is gone. Well, I'm having a bit of like allergic asthma right now, but that's it. The other half is my sleep disorder. And the reason I figured this out was because when I had the surgery and they gave me all the like sleeping pills or knockout stuff, I woke up feeling like, hey, like I'm 19 years old, like let's make pancakes and get out there and do stuff, like, when you wake up and you're so like gung-ho for the day and you want to make a nice breakfast and like get out there, and I felt like that, which I usually don't. And I was like, huh. And that was right after my surgery, and I felt so much better the whole week after. And then it started to go away, and I started becoming like, again, like I've been hit on the head. No pain, no breathing problems, no fainting, no dizziness, but the fatigue, And I started to think, I think it was the drugs, like that was helping me. And I have a prescription for a sleeping pill, but I would never take it. I mean, almost never, like once a year. And so yeah, it was like about a week ago, I had like, my fatigue was like, my energy was going down, 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 because I realized my sleep deficit is accumulating. And then when you're running on adrenaline all the time and you're pushing through exhaustion, what happens is you're more wired and you can't sleep. I finally took that sleeping pill and I slept, and I woke up and I was like, oh, that's what it was. It's unbelievable what a difference it makes. And it's unbelievable how much more functional I am in the day when I've actually had some sleep. Like I told you guys a while ago, I took the codeine for my restless legs, but I don't like it so much. It only lasts about 3 hours. And, if you keep taking it, it doesn't work so well. So I kind of was not interested in that anymore. But I know it's my sleep. That's what it is. That's all. It's my sleep disorder. That's the other 50%. Gravol, huh? Well, the thing was, like, with antihistamines, I had tried that before, like Unisom or whatever, and it makes me very drowsy, but I still can't sleep. Because I'll have, like, waves, like of cortisol, like little shots, like come, like I'll be lying there and I'll feel like whatever organ in my body produces this hormone, it's just like send out a little jet. It's crazy. I even have a prescription for clonidine. But yeah, it's something to do. It's my sleep disorder. Anyway, let's do the thrift haul. No, I don't drink a lot of coffee. No. And yesterday I had 3 hours of sleep the night before. I went through the entire day. I felt like so tired. I drank no coffee. And I still had to take a sleeping pill. Because it was like, I don't know, 3 in the morning. No, well, the kratom, I mean, it's not like it's, oh, well, disclaimer, eh? Like, just since you asked. I'm not like against it or anything, but let's just say it's Dave. It's not a cure-all, you know. Like I know it works for some people. Yeah, workaholic. No, I'm just no, I'm not a workaholic. I don't know. Do we have to pathologize everything? I'm just very passionate, you know. Yes, I do like to work. But you know, like okay, I just made my life harder. I bought myself one of those hand crank things to like squeeze out your laundry because I got so fed up with the yeah, Susan understands. Susan has sleep disorder. It is crippling. Yeah, it's a sleep disorder, you know. Don't blame me. You know, I'm a workaholic. Yeah, I need to meditate more, but still, yeah, it's sleep disorder. I have restless leg syndrome and it produces cortisol and all kinds of crap. So don't blame me, you know. Blame my pregnancy because that's when it started. So yeah, I bought myself this thing. It's called a Caliger laundry press. That one of you guys sent me the link, and I couldn't get it. Well, the Canadian Amazon was charging a fortune. I made a video about this, so you're gonna see it. So I bought it off the American Amazon, and it was worth it. So now I have 2 buckets for my laundry. I've got the scrubber thing from Rosie. Thank you very much, and now I've got the cranker. And I got a line in the back because my the laundry machines are terrible. The clothes come out stinky. They're not even clean. You might get bed bugs. And then the dryer doesn't even dry it. I mean, it's just total garbage. And it's $5 a load for washer and dryer. So it's $10 for me and Gunner plus $10 for Aaron. $20 a week. It's like roughly $100 a month for me to do our laundry. It's so crazy. I mean, that's like $1,200 a year. I could think of other things I'd rather do with that money. So I can't realistically, yeah, I know. See, when you have a machine in your house, you take it for granted, but you know, when you don't have one, it is more complicated. And people go, "Oh, why don't you just oh, hi Gypsy. I'm good. How are you? Why don't you just go to laundromat?" Yeah, so I can sit around there all day? No, thanks. Anyway, I bought this thing. So I've been doing my hand laundry. I don't know. It's another project for me. It's another crazy thing I'm excited about. Probably just taking up my time. But what was I doing before? Listening to Lamont at Large and like doing Sudoku. You know, that was my downtime. But when I have had sleep, I have tons of energy and then I want something to do. I don't want to sit around and do Sudoku and listen to Lamont at Large. Anyway, I'm getting kind of tired of him. He's got a bad attitude. So now I have a new project, which is washing my stuff by hand. I'm going to show you guys. I'm homesteading. The growing the food thing didn't work out. Well, let's not talk about it. But the laundry thing is going okay. So I love how you guys can like send me little emojis flying. It's so funny. What are you laughing about? What's the ha-has for? What, Lamont at Large has bad attitude? He reminds me of like a bad ex-boyfriend, you know, like many of my ex-boyfriends, you know, kind of like a male Anita, like, and it's because, did it ever occur to you, maybe if you paid me more, I wouldn't have to steal office supplies, and that kind of attitude. Like, kind of, you know, like one of these people always has to say something about everyone else, like, look at those people, they think that blah, 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 you know, look at them, people like that, you know, yeah, well, you know what it is with people like that. You know, like super critical of everyone. Well, let's send out some positive energy. Used to wash your laundry by hand. Well, I kind of like do my own stuff by hand anyway, but now I can do Gunners. I tried to wash Aaron's shirts by hand. Oh my God, you guys, I had to wash them 3 times. They smelled. It was like a whole thing to like get them to smell clean. Like the guy's a barbarian, you know? But for my clothes, it's easy. I hardly have to do anything. I just soak them and send them through the crank, you know? Faces of the Forgotten. Yeah, I know. Yeah. He's kind of like the mild version of Le Mans at Large. Le Mans at Large is like salty and spicy, you know, like is more interesting. But sometimes I'm like, oh, the attitude. I just keep, when I watch Le Mans at Large, I just keep thinking, like, imagine being in a relationship with this guy, you know? Oh my gosh. No, it makes for good YouTubing, but I don't know. I don't know about the relationship. Seriously, it reminds me of my ex-boyfriend. You guys want to see my stuff? I want to show it to you now. Okay, first of all, I'll show you the stuff, the clothes I bought thrifting. It's not very much. It's just right here. Okay, this is like the only thing that came from an actual thrift store. And this is for me. This is not even to resell. I would be so sad if I had to sell this thing. It is amazing. It fits me so well. And it's got this like super vintage paisley pattern. You guys know I like that. And it's Steve Madden. And maybe it looks ridiculous like this, but you should see it on me. I mean, I could just throw it on top. I feel like you won't be able to see much because... All right, hold on a second. It's so good. I love the shape. You like it, Gypsy? Yeah, like when you see it hanging, it's like, oh my gosh, paisley, that's so ridiculous. Well, I'm wearing my sports bra, so whatever, you know, like, oops. Okay. I knew this was going to happen. I was going to end up showing you my clothes, and you're going to end up seeing me in my sports bra, but I don't think it really matters. I think it's okay. Look how cute it is. And it's like, it's the fit and flare. I like the colors too. And I love that it has like wide enough straps to cover the bra. It doesn't have a gaping cleavage. It's just scooped, but it's not cleaving. And I love the fit and flare. It's got like pleats. It's, you know, I think it's kind of, it needs to be washed a bit, but I want to make sure I don't ruin it. I am going to wear it. And you know what's so good with this dress? I'll show you. I've got this little, it's a little Betsy Johnson sweater, and I've had trouble finding things to put. Yeah, it is a flattering shape. Oh, with the necklace. Yeah, it's true. It like matches. I've had trouble finding things, but look how cute this is with this sweater. It's got like 1950s vibes, kind of, right? Isn't that just the cutest thing? You know, this is what it's meant for. It's meant to go over a dress like this. But I am keeping it. But what I like about this dress is it's not fragile, you know, and it's not so valuable that I'll be like, oh, I'm going to ruin it. Like I have a couple of Betsy Johnson dresses that go well with this. But wait, oh, it's got a pocket. I didn't even know. I just discovered. Oh wait, no, it's got 2. How cool. I want to give you like a good good view from a distance. Hold on. Pretty cute, right? But you can't see the bottom now, but yeah. It's like, it's just below the knee. Hold on a second, let me see if I can, I'll angle it down just a little bit. Okay, now you can see it, right? It's cute, right? It's like a really nice, a nice outfit for like church. Oh, sorry. It's the fashion police. They're coming. They're like, no, paisley is not on trend. Yeah, it's perfect for church or, you know, for like dinner or something, and with a little sweater if it's cooler, you know, and it's covered enough, you know. I don't like to have everything like too revealing, so it's like kind of conservative, but with like a nice funky pattern. So there's, uh-oh, wait. Oh no, my sweater got stuck on something. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. So there's that. You know, this totally doesn't match with it. The sirens were from you. Yeah, you get scared, starts throwing all his pot out the window. Habiba starts throwing her shisha out the window. What day of the week do I go thrifting? I don't know. Like, it just depends. Like, I don't go every week. I will if I get the chance. But like when I go see my mom, because she's up at like Upper NDG near Côte St. Luc, I'll stop by the one in NDG. It's a week, maybe every couple of weeks. If I have the time, I'll go out to Hochelaga though, because they got a great thrift store. There's tons of stuff. Or I'll go up to Côte d'Ivoire. I hate the Verdun one. Verdun Renaissance is poo-poo. It's no good. And that's one of those places where they like overcharge. Check this out. Look what I found. I feel like, no, you can't see it with this dress. That's just, hold on a second. I'm just gonna take the dress off. Wait. Holy shit. How do I get it off? Help, I'm in this dress. I'm in this dress. I can't get it off. Okay, wardrobe malfunction. Well, there you can see my favorite bra anyway. Plus my new and improved. I mean, you know, it's a sports bra. People wear this kind of thing, right? I think it's okay. Check it out. Not to be worn with a sports bra, but look at this. Yeah, I mean, it's like almost like a workout bra. Or maybe I should be covering it more. I'm not really sure. This is so cool. You guys, you know what this is? It's, my rabbits are good, Dave. Thanks. Wait, what's this? Okay, bye, Cece. Oh, your parents drove to Pennsylvania and they thrifted the entire way. Oh my God, I would totally do that. Definitely. On a Monday or Tuesday. Nah, but they're, why Monday or Tuesday? Oh, people dump their stuff on the weekend. Oh, Robin. That's a good point. Yeah, but wait, here they'll like dump it at the depot and then the depot will send it out. You know, they'll dump it at the Renaissance Depot and then they just send it to wherever. So that may or may not work, but I'll keep that in mind. I'm going to try that. Okay, this is Free People. I feel kind of weird, like I'm too much like in a bra here, but I don't know. Anyway, it's a Free People sweater. Like big slouchy. Big slouchy comfy sweater like for hanging around on a weekend. I'm not sure about this thing. Like, does this count as like a sports bra? Or is this like a workout or am I in my underwear? I'm not really sure. Sports bra, let's just say. Tell me, like, do you guys feel like this is inappropriate? I'm not really sure. Anyway, yeah, this is Free People. I know, but you know what, Robin? I bought this for me. Like, I like this one so much. Yeah, okay. All right. Thanks, Gypsy, because I didn't want to, you know, but I'm like, well, yeah, I'm pretty covered. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, Free People. It's super, super soft. It's got like a nice nubbly texture. I don't even want to list it. I like it so much. I bought this one on Marketplace. So this one was supposed to be for me. You lost your wallet? Oh my God, and somebody's pretending to be you? That's horrible. You got identity thefted, Dave. That's terrible. That's awful. Okay. I'm just gonna stay in my sports bra for a second while I show you this. This is also Free People. It's a romper. And it has like all little metal buttons going down the middle. It's way too small for me. Thanks, Robin. It's like extra small. It's super cute and it has where is it? It has like ladder lace up here and it has ladder lace on the back also. And I bought this on Marketplace. I have to just be careful not to like stay up late at night scrolling Marketplace looking for new things, like new listings that people are dropping on there, so I can be like, I'm coming tomorrow and keep it. I'll be there first thing, you know. I can't wear it at all though. This is totally not my size. I mean, I don't think I could even, I don't know, could I even get in it? I doubt it. But it is really, really cute. It's got like a vine pattern. I love it. So yeah, this was Marketplace, Free People. This was Marketplace, Free People. And the dress, Steve Madden dress. This was Salvation Army in NDG. Okay, now the reason that I didn't want to put my shirt back on was because I want to show you this. This was given to me. Jana gave me these. You guys know what this is? It's kind of weird that the top is so long. I feel like it should be shorter. It feels huge. It's, I guess, like a large, but I feel like it should be a crop top, like, or it should be like, it's way too long. Like, it should be like this. Now it looks good. You know, it should be like this. You know what this is, you guys? Anybody know like which period this is from? Shiny, yeah. Take a guess. It's vintage. Vintage what? I'm going to give you a second to answer because I like to leave you guessing. I want to see what you think. No, it's not the 70s. No, it's not even the 50s. And you know what? It's crinkled. It's like, it's called accordion. So it sort of goes like this. You guys, it's Y2K. Can you believe it? Y2K is considered vintage now. Oh my God, how old do you feel right now? No, it's Y2K with all the shiny stuff, but it should be like this. I wonder if I could do that to it. It's so long. I'm afraid I would ruin it. It's Y2K, but it's cute, right? I know, Y2K, the year 2000. Remember when it's like, when the year 2000 was coming around, we all thought the world was going to end because all the computers in the world were going to crash. And now it's vintage? What? And apparently it's trending. So Jana gave me this. Very shiny. And then it has the lace like going all around. Pretty cute. So she gave it to me like as a gift to list. I thought it was cool. But you know what? It looks way better on me now than, wait, let me see the picture here. My jeans look kind of, my pockets, sloppy. It looks better on me like this than in the picture that I took. But hold on, let me fix my pocket so I don't look sloppy. Oh, sloppy mom. Yeah, it looks way better even on fat mom than it does in the picture. Okay, and I'm going to show you the other one. Oh, what am I making with the Mod Podge? Oh, like I was like doing these boxes that I was doing decoupage on and like remaking them like in Victorian style. But I felt like really this box, you know what it needs to be like perfect? It needs fur. Like it needs like a fur trim. That would be excellent. But I have some fur, but I didn't want to cut into it. I thought I was being crazy. But I thought, man, imagine if you had like a real fur trim. Wouldn't that be something? Is it worth the time though? I don't know. But I also fix things with the Mod Podge. Like, you know, if you buy something and it's PVC, but it's kind of starting to peel, you can fix it with Mod Podge if you're very careful. So there's this one, which Jana also gave me, which is also Y2K. What do you think? See, it has a little bit. It's a ladder lace. It's cool, eh? I wouldn't wear it though because I feel like it's hot. And this is like a popcorn fabric. See how textured it is? So I feel like I need a good model, you know, to show it. I have Barbie, but I'll tell you the truth, I think Barbie's kind of skinny. Use faux fur. I was thinking of using like real fur, but old, obviously, you know. Yeah, my model Barbie, she's very, very tall and skinny, and I don't know, like, you hate the 2000 clothes, you hate that they're back. I don't really like them either, to tell you the truth. It was tacky the first time around, but I'm kind of blown away that it's back. Like, I think that looking at me in this top, it looks okay, like it looks good, but the feeling of the fabric though. And I saw this exact same shirt selling on Etsy for $50 with shipping included. I'm not going to sell it for 50, but just saying, like, apparently it's a thing. Although maybe they're not going to sell it. We don't know. Greasy looking Britney and Christina days. Yeah, exactly. And with the belly shirt too. I know that's why this has to be like a crop top. Like that. My fat mom belly. Rocking that retro look, you know. You know, I have like a principle about retro, which is that you can do retro, but you cannot do retro for the decade that you went to high school, because that'll just make you look dated. So like I cannot do retro 80s because it will look really bad. I could do 90s though, because I love the 90s. I'm a 90s gal. I'll do 90s, I'll look dated, I don't even care. Okay, so those are the two Y2K tops. And I'll put this one back on. I got more to show you. Yeah, with the hip huggers. No, I really can't do that because I got a lot of pudge here. That would look so bad if I had like the hip jeans and like my gut hanging out. No. And with the crop top, you know, but there's people who do that. There's people whose whole TikTok is based on like wearing like low-rise jeans and crop tops with your fat gut hanging out and like having like only half your teeth, but you're really good at makeup. And it's like, wow, amazing, you know. Influencers. Okay, so I have a couple other things here. So Jana gave me those two. And she also gave me this. Hey Zion, have you seen them? You seen those women? They're like, I don't know, man. Somehow they make a living out of showing their really out of shape bodies. I'm like, you know, that's nice work if you can get it. Maybe I should get on TikTok. I refuse to get on TikTok because it's the spyware app. And it's like, that's where I draw the line. I'm out. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just here with you showing you my clothes. This skirt, which is so, it's like 90s, you know? And it's made in Canada, believe it or not. It's called Ultimate. And it's like, you know, like the 90s, like sort of skateboarding kind of. You know what this would go really well with? It's like a midi skirt, like with the Converse. Is that vibing 90s or what? You know what I mean? It's like a little bit like bordering on grunge kind of. Anyway, what do you think of the skirt? It's got like an animal print. It's got like a cheetah print and a zebra print. It looks almost kind of like African inspired, and it's all these like panels. I don't even want to sell this one. I'll miss it if I do. I don't really like to do these kind of like elastic waists because I feel like it makes me look more like, you know, more flubby here in the waist. Let me know what you think. Oh, I'm sorry, Adrian. That's awful. Converse are your jam. They're my jams. I didn't used to wear Converse. I was like only Doc Martens shoes. The Doc Martens shoes, they keep getting holes in the toe, and I got this pair of Converse in the thrift store, and I've been wearing them every day now. Well, other than when I'm wearing my sandals that I got in Europe. What do you think of the skirt? It's like a 90s skirt. Look, it spreads out. See what I mean? It's kind of like a twirly skirt. Wear it until it sells. Yeah, you're right, Robin. Yeah, no, you're right. You know, you're right. I should list it, right? I should put it up because it's an extra listing. Makes me look good, like I'm doing my job. And it probably won't sell for like a long time. And yeah, it's like I already feel the pain of having to part with it. Okay, so I have this also. So those three were from Janet, and then I have this, and this is not thrifted. This was my mom's, actually. She bought it at some point, and she gave it to me like ages ago, but I never wore it. And it's like sheer silk. It's all silk, and it's totally sheer, and it's got a ton of beading on it. See? And then beading on, yeah, it is beautiful, isn't it? It is beautiful, and it's like nice for summer, you know? I just didn't wear it. I think because I don't have the lifestyle. Like, you guys know, I'm like doing all this cleaning, right? I'm afraid I'm going to wear it. I'm going to ruin it the first day. I'm going to put it on so you can see. I don't want to destroy it. But it's like, you know, it's Bollywood style. Actually, it would be perfect with this right under it. And that's kind of like what they wear, is like these very revealing, like the saris a lot of the time it's like draped here, and then they just have a little crop top t-shirt underneath. Even the older women, they all have like these little tiny crop tops. I'm scared I'm going to destroy it. Because it's the kind of sheer silk that, like, you know, you make one wrong move. Actually, I think that, I don't know, what do you think? It's pretty revealing, eh, with this in the middle. Oh wait, look at that. I don't know about with jeans. I'm not sure what I would put under it. I think maybe it is delicate. It's like super sheer. It's like almost see-through. It's super boho, yeah. Ibiza boho style. Interesting. Something to wear on vacation. Yeah, and also, like, I have really short arms and legs, and it's a little bit long on me. You need, like, maybe an extra half inch or an extra inch in the arms. It's a bit long for me. You collect sari fabric? Oh, how cool. Oh, you do? Oh, no kidding. No, I love the Indian stuff too. I once bought this giant tapestry that was made all of old saris for like $400 when I was actually quite broke. And I used to keep it up on the wall. I think in some of my older videos you could see I used to have it hanging in the living room. And it started kind of get tears in it though, and it was vintage. It was really old. And it was all gold. And when I went to the guy's place, he had like an antique store, but I think it was like in his house or something. Or it was set up like a house. Like there was a bed and there was a sari on it, and there was like a whole bunch of them folded. You've seen them? Really? Oh wait, the coverings or this? Oh, okay. He had a pink one and it was gorgeous, and then he had the gold one. I ended up taking the gold one. Spent a fortune on it. You couldn't wait. Hi, Joey. You were very sad and couldn't watch your still depressed video. You know what? It's okay. I had to tell you guys because I really was, but I'm not so much now. I'm coming out of it. Thank God. So I'm kind of sharing that with you because I know when you're depressed, like sometimes you feel like it's never gonna end. But I'm here to show you that it does end. Oh, salty. Who's been bothering me to start my OnlyFans? Yeah, because I'm in the sports bra. Come on, I'm sure people have done worse on YouTube. I think it's okay. Robin, you think it could be worth thousands? I don't know. But it's all like it's got tears in it now. It vintage saris from like I think from 1960s. And it's all these strips like this. And it's basically like a quilt of saris with like a cotton backing, yellow, with all the golden saris on top. But it is so old. I folded it up and put it away. I don't even know where it is right now. I had to stop using it. But who's gonna buy it off me, you know? And it's heavy too. It's like king size. It's really big. So you guys like this one? I mean, I do like it. Like if there was an occasion, but I think the main problem for me is how long the sleeves are. I'm gonna dip them in the sauce. Can you imagine me? I'm like making my spaghetti like this. No, I'm gonna dip everything. I'm gonna ruin it. I just can't, you know. I think that to wear this, you'd have to have like a little slip dress underneath. Uh-oh, classic. That's awful. You fractured 2 vertebrae? Oh no. Oh no, my God. Hi, Veg Remedy. Yeah, Gunner's feeling better. Yeah, go like watch the beginning of the live and you'll see. Yeah, a lot of answers to prayer. Things are definitely better. No, it's okay. You're late. I'm happy you're here. That's why I do these long lives so everyone can stop in. So yeah, I think this one, you need to wear like a little slip dress. Or maybe like with like boho kind of pants, but I'm not sure like what color would go with this. Maybe a color that's in here. I don't know. I think probably a slip dress would be the best idea. I'm gonna take it off very carefully. It looks good on me? Yeah, with a slip dress. Right, and then I'll wear it once and I'll destroy it. I'm scared to even like take it on and off. Okay. And it has, hold on a second. Like I'm so scared that I'm gonna break it. That even just taking it off, I'm like feeling, wait, did my necklace come off with it? It's gonna make a giant hole in it. Yeah. Because I've managed to keep it like this for so long, and I think it's from the 90s. It's so old, and it's still perfect because I never messed with it. And look, what it has here is actual stones. Well, this is like a plastic, and then some of these are stones. Or glass beads. Wait, let's see. I think I saw stone. Oh, I guess these must be glass. Those can't be stones. Wait, I'll check. Glass. Okay, it's glass. So it's got those like vintage, like 70s glass beads, you know? Anyway, that's one. And I put this up on Poshmark. And that's it for the clothes. Hold on, where's my shirt? Yeah, Salty, it's your lucky day. Here's your, you finally get to see me in my sports bra. But people wear this kind of thing to the gym all the time, you know? Oh, like imagine my pastor like decides to like watch my live. He won't do that. He'll be like, oh great, now she's doing videos in her underwear. What a sinner. Don't tell my pastor. So, okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you. Oh yeah, there's one more thing. Oh, and I should have showed it to you with that, but there's this. Yeah, thank you, Pupava. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm happy to talk to you guys. Definitely feeling better. And I had to really like figure out what my priorities were today. I didn't get to see my mom. That's the only thing I feel bad about. I just couldn't make it there because I had a lot of like tie-ups with Gunner for the last couple weeks because of his depression and stuff and his behavior. But I'm gonna try to get up there tomorrow. So there's this, which is cool. How cool is this? I just put this up on Poshmark. I listed it as a Southwest style faux turquoise collar necklace. You know, I can't wear it because of my thyroid. That's the problem. I can't have anything touching me here, but otherwise it's totally my style, right? But like even just having it like this, it hurts already. It's so crappy. Yeah. And yeah, imagine this with something like really nice and cut out. I took really bad pictures of it, I'm just realizing. It's cool. You like it, Robin? I just listed it today. I think I listed it for 35. It's ceramic. It's not real turquoise. And it's got like little flecks of gray and black and gold on it. But I can't wear it. Wait, I'm gonna give you guys the link for my Poshmark if you want to go check things out. I know you're all in the States and you can't buy my stuff, and that's fine. Okay. But just so you can see it. Well, if you like it, Robin, then that's good news because you have great taste. Well, thank you. You have a vintage Bill Blass coat. Oh, interesting. I just found I have a vintage Bill Blass something too. Oh, it is really hard to find things, online that are from a long time ago. I mean, you could try Google Lens or like take a picture and do like a reverse image search. No, oh, hi, Kokum. No, it's not Egyptian. It's like Southwest style, like U.S. Mexico border. Egyptian? I didn't even think of that. I don't think it's Egyptian. No, it's like Southwest. Like goes with all my turquoise and stuff. Egyptian. Egyptian would be if it had like a set of gold beads here and here, but no, and it's costume jewelry. It's not real, But it's pretty cool, I guess would be like what you call a statement necklace. I feel like honestly you can't see it properly with this top on. I have to take it off again. There. It's pretty nice, eh? And then in the back, it's got like, it's like this from behind. So, I'm glad you like it. I wish I didn't have to sell it, but I'm sure nobody's gonna buy it for a long time. Mayan, that's cool. Kind of a 60s vibe, really? Well, it is vintage. No, you're right, eh? But I don't think, wait. Robin, I had a hard time dating it because honestly, it was my mom's. And she's been around for a long time. And I don't know when this is from. But based on the type of closure it has, see, it's a gold closure. And it's not an expensive one. I think it's 90s. It's not vintage like mid-century because the closure is modern. But it is like 90s Y2K, like right around there. It does have kind of 60s vibe. Groovy, baby. Yeah. And I actually was given it the other day. Inherited it, you could say. And I realized right away that like I can't wear it. I mean, I don't know. So the thing is, when your thyroid is swollen, like any pressure here, it starts to cause like a weird, like dull pain in here. So I don't know. I probably wouldn't wear it. Oh, you have the carpet coat. No kidding. That Patricia Arquette wears in the movie Little Nicky. That's pretty cool. That's extra cool. Like when you have something that was worn in a movie. If you can find a clip of it, and with your listing, you like put up a picture of that. Thanks, Habiba. I have. Oh, thanks. I have loads of cute stuff in my store. Yeah, 10% off with 2 things. So you buy 2. But I always end up giving more discounts even. What do you have? Oh, the coat. Oh, since you were 20? Oh, that's so cool. And you kept it all this time? That's amazing. Well, you could sell it at some point. So, all right. Okay, I did buy a couple things, and I'm going to show you these. Okay, so Robin, tell me what you think. Southwest ankle booties. I thought they're really cute, and also they do fit me. So if they don't sell, then I can wear them. But I think they're super cute. And you know what? They're from Europe. They're a brand called Eram, which is from like France. So they sell these like in Europe and not so much here, but it's leather. And it's like a soft leather. I think it's leather. No, I'm not sure. And I'm like, It feels like a kind of suede. Because all the Eram boots they're usually leather. There's no tag in it. I'd have to make sure I really know what it is. I know that this is fabric up here. You know, it's weird because when I looked them up online, they had a name for it. They called it cuir something, I forget. But then I was like, is it? Or maybe it's fabric. I'm not sure. Well, you know what? Actually, like on close inspection, I'm thinking maybe it is fabric. But anyway, even if it's fabric, it's really cute, right? You like them? Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. Who? Oh, you got it at a vintage store. Oh, okay. Everlane pants. Wow, full price. No kidding. Robin, I don't know how you do it. Where do you find all this stuff? Are you seriously finding it in the thrift stores? I don't know how you're doing that. Like, I go to thrift stores, there's a lot of junk in there. Do you go often? Or, like, are these things that you had already that were yours? No, I don't know how you do it, seriously. You must, like, be really, like, knowledgeable about trends and stuff. But, I mean, you guys know me, usually, like, fashion is not something that I follow. I really just don't. So all I can do is, well, I kind of know what some of the brands are, and like, you know, I can study it. But more like I like to just do vintage. Church basement thrift shops. Oh, everything is $1 to $3. Interesting. Thank you for the tip. Okay, that's very interesting because the thrift stores here are like it's $15 a dress. I sell it for 30. How much do I really make off it? Not very much. Yeah, so interesting though. Thanks, Robin, for telling me. I'm trying to just like sell off what I already have right now. You know what's crazy? My sister-in-law who had like tons of like fancy designer clothes, she just gave it all to charity. She gave it all to the scouts. And I was like, what? Give it to me. I'm a charity case. Give it to me. Why'd you do that? She's like, oh, I didn't think of that. I'm like, how'd you not think of that? Like, she didn't think of it. She gave it to the scouts, like a multi-million, probably billion-dollar industry. Oh my God. I should like put the word out. Hey guys, if you're getting rid of your clothes, like give it to me. I should go out with a Starbucks cup on the corner. We'll accept used clothes donations. Okay, so the boots. I just really like them because of the style. Now I'm trying to figure out what the heck is it? Wait, what does it say? No, that sole's not leather. It's really hard to tell. This looks like leather in here. This looks... No, it's leather. It smells like leather. Give it the old the old aardvark treatment. Rooting around, smelling the shoes. Wow, it smells like leather. Oh no, I feel like an idiot right now. I bought the shoes. I don't even know what they are. It has to be. Wait. No, why? The back is like plastinated. But sometimes they do that. They like plastinate the edges of things so they won't come apart. Man, it's like impossible to know. I couldn't even Google lens them. But anyway, I like the style, and I like them for me, you know. Let me know what you think of the boots. I took a chance. They weren't that much. Leather or not. If they're not leather, I'll just market them as cruelty-free. Oh, use the tags Coastal, Cowgirl, Western, and Southwestern. Thank you for the tip, Robin. Thank you. I just Do you think it matters if they're not leather? Robin, what would you list these for? They're very Arizona. Yeah, and that's why I like them. Where's the necklace? They're like, they kind of really go, right? Like the style with like jean shorts or something. I thought that, because I got the necklace. I thought it was kind of like, it was kind of cool, right? I'll put them together as like a bundle or something. Offer them as a bundle. Oh yeah, the earrings too. You do? Do you sell your earrings? Put your link. If you do, put your link so people can check it out. I make some earrings like that too. Yeah, that makes me think of that too. Yeah, I have like the coral and turquoise earrings. I do. Yeah, I have turquoise. Well, you guys know. I've showed you before. They're right here. Oops. Yeah, I'm feeling better, Craft Light. Thanks. Yeah, a lot better. Okay, where are the earrings? Oh, well, there's this one. Like, I have a whole bunch of them like that I made like that. I cannot find them retail. I can't find them. Well, I did find some boots by this brand. They were like about $100, 120. I thought I'd list them for like 50, but now I can't even figure out what they're made out of. I mean, I can see that the inside is fake, what do you call it? Fake fleece. They're called Eram. They're from France. It sounded like Israeli to me. Ken, these boots are Eram from Israel. Yeah, I've got all these earrings that I made that are like turquoise and coral, different styles. I find a matching pair. ERAM. So, I mean, I guess you could wear the turquoise and coral earrings with the fake turquoise choker and the Southwestern boots. No, I should list these earrings because they are also, what do you think, Robin? Could I list this as Southwestern? Should I give it a shot? Tell me what you think, Robin. You've seen my other coral earrings, right? I appreciate you guys' help because that did help, actually, Robin. Your tips, they really did help. I see you're selling at the storm. But you have excellent taste. Me, I'm like selling my closet and like my mother's old clothes, so it's not quite on trend. Yeah, with the turquoise. Okay, these are coral. I made these. Coral and silver. And the coral has like little bits of black in it. I don't know how well you can see it. Southwestern bundle. Now you're talking. Yeah, maybe. With the boots and the necklace. I also have like Ardennes jean shorts. It's not exactly Southwestern. Well, what do you think, Robin? Do you think I can pass the coral earrings off as Southwestern too? I've got like tons of these coral. What would you price these at? I'm Christian. I mean, like, I'm Jewish ethnically, but I don't practice Judaism really. People, what would you price these at, Robin? Help me out. I don't know what to do. I got bigger ones and smaller ones. Jana got a pair of earrings from me with coral and black coconut husk beads. They're like flat. They were really, really nice. They were like one of the best earrings I ever made. I gave them to her for her birthday. And then she gave me these clothes. So we like have this ongoing thing going on. Let me know what you think, Robin. Okay, so I just have two more things that I want to show you. These ones are in a bag. Speaking of Western, they're in a bag with my very last purifier pouch. Now, if I want more, I'm gonna have to buy them from China because that company is no longer selling them. $25 for those earrings? God, how long it took me to make them though? Oh my God. And then so after Poshmark thing, I get 20 bucks. Oh my God. The materials probably cost me $5. It took me 2 hours to make them. I get paid like $5 an hour. It's so depressing. I'll keep that in mind though. So I know you have good advice. Yeah, Gypsy, I know. It's so crappy. Like, that's why I gotta put it on eBay. At some point, I'm gonna get my shit together. I'll put it on eBay. I'll just be like, well, you know, or actually, I'll just maybe I'll do a live and I'll just tell you, like, if there's anything that you want from Poshmark, let me know. I'll put it on eBay and I'll send you the link. These boots, okay? These are cowboy boots. And they're boulet, which is like super expensive. They're like $200 or $300 boots, right? They're size 5 though, that's the catch. And they were exposed to smoke. You know what? I don't want to hang out at a craft fair, and I can't figure out how to get a table at one either. So, like, whatever. Maybe at some point. But right now, no. I just want to do it from home. What do you think of these boots? They're pretty cute. I like the color. It's different. Western boots. I found this and this, like, on the same day. Somebody was, like, dumping their Western stuff, I guess. But these ones, they were... You can send me a link to what? For craft fairs, but in Montreal? I did a craft fair a couple times. It's kind of a pain in the ass. It was like you have to bring all your crap over there. I can go sell them like a hippie at the mountain. You just go sit there and put it on a cloth and just sell it, you know. Are you still there, Robin? Oh yeah. It's impossible to get the smell out. You know what? It is, except for with the pouches. Those pouches literally get the smell of smoke out. They definitely do. The problem is the pouches are so old. They have a shelf life. I'm not sure how well it's working. It's old. If I had some more of these, smoke smell would be no problem. Yeah, smoke is really hard to get out. It's absolutely true. But these things were so amazing because you could have something that smells like smoke, put it in a bag, put the pouch, leave it overnight, the smell of smoke is gone. But what if there's a smoking cowboy out there who doesn't mind, you know? Calling all smoking cowgirls. We've got boots. Sorry, I got bunny hair. A dryer sheet. No, it won't do it. I've tried everything for smoke smell before too. No, I can't sell the pouches because they don't sell them anymore. The company, like actually the guy that I was working with passed away, sadly, during the pandemic. Not of COVID. Of probably like something serious and lack of medical attention. God rest his soul. I still think of him often. I feel like I hear his voice talking to me. I'm so sad. And I never even emailed his wife because I felt so awkward about it because I didn't really know her. And I didn't even know she would get the email. And I just sort of froze up and I should have said something. And it's been like 2 or 3 years. I still think of him. I was thinking of him today. Bless his heart. Such a good soul. I'm sure he can hear me too. I think of him. I think of his laugh. It's so sad. Anyway, I don't want to. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, he passed away. And so then that was it. That was it with my affiliate link. I mean, you know, I think his partner is still there, but I don't really know what to say, what to do with him. This is my last one, but I don't think it works. Maybe if I add a little water, like a little humidity. But yeah. What do you think? Like, if they smell like smoke, can you still sell them? But they're nice boots, though, right? Because they're boulet. These are like $300 boots. I think that if there's a smoking cowboy out there who doesn't mind, then it's okay. Smoking cowgirl. I saved the best for last. I have one more thing. Why don't I do a live auction? Where? On Poshmark? I'm gearing up. First of all, I had to study to figure out how to even do it. Because I applied and they actually gave me access to Posh shows, which is kind of a privilege. And I'm lucky that I have it. What? Baggies of baking soda? But does it get rid of smoke smell? Let me know. I know about baking soda, and it did work for some clothes. I washed them in baking soda, but I don't know if it's gonna get it out of the leather. Let me know. Maybe I'll try that. Shit, lost my train of thought. Anyway, so I have those. I mean, if I can get the smell out, or just like, let me know what you guys think. Like, is it totally a lost cause and I should get rid of them? Oh my god, I just got like super dizzy for a second. Oh, she had to let it sit for weeks. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm still alive. I'm getting like super hungry though. I just had a dizzy spell for a second there. I was like the whole room was like, wow. It still happens sometimes. It does happen, but not so often. Go away. It's probably my blood sugar's low. What? You saw an ad for Nubu foot pads and they're using my photo? That's so weird. That's so weird. Who's doing that? They're not paying me. They should pay me. GTO, are you serious? No way. Well, come on. Like, they should just give me an affiliate link. They can use my... That's crazy. Like, so I'm like an influencer, but I don't even get paid to influence. That's not cool. Weird. I do have a manager. Well, I'm a manager. I have like a... What do you call it? A network? I guess I have a manager, but they don't really manage very much. But I guess I can get in touch with them and be like, hey, by the way, they're making money off me and you're not getting your cut. Maybe they'll message them. I don't know. No, I didn't. No. Well, that's kind of weird. Am I a vegetable? Not yet. Maybe later tonight I will be, though. After I take my medication. Let's hope I will. Get a good night of sleep. Yeah, send me the link. I need to see that. Well, I'm going to sue them. How am I going to sue them? I don't have money for lawyers. You have to have money for a lawyer to sue them. I don't know anything about that stuff. Give me money. Yes, I'll sue you and give me all the money because that's what I need. Legal aid. I don't qualify for legal aid. You have to really, really be broke up here to qualify for legal aid. I can ask them to stop. Well, why? It's like free publicity for me. At least put my name, for Pete's sake. At least put my YouTube channel. Send me some traffic. Cheap fuckers. I can't believe they do that. How can people do that and think they're going to get away with it? She'll never know. Oh, but I will. I have my thousands of minions out there scouring the internet, checking for stuff like that. Stop doing it for free. You sent me the link. Where? Here? In the chat? I don't see a link. Where did you send the link? In the chat? It didn't work. No, it didn't show up. It's getting censored. Not by me. By like whatever automatic thing. Can you put the link for that under the video instead of in the chat, please? And then when I can go into like where it says what? Read your comments. Okay, let me see. Okay. I'm gonna take the time to do this. I'm gonna refresh the video and see in the comments. No, I'm not a vegetarian. No, there's no comments here. I don't know what you're talking about, Classic 78. I'd really like to see it, but there's no like comments. It's only no, nobody sees it. Only you see it. Okay? It's censored for some reason. Not by me. By YouTube. You could send it to me on Facebook. Are you on Facebook? You can go on my the Truther Girls Facebook. Send it to me there. Or are you on my Patreon? You can send it to me there too. Yeah, it's being censored here. I don't see it. I think that YouTube does that so that people won't send a bunch of links like to random stuff. Like they won't spam their own stuff. But I really, really would like to see it. So either like when this live is over, which will be soon, put it in the comment section, not in the chat. Or send it to me on Facebook, if you're on Facebook. Or send it to me on Patreon, if you're on Patreon. Or just tell me what it is without, you know what you could do? You could, like, don't put the HTTP and the colon and the 2 slashes. Just write the thing, write the name, put a space, put dot, and put the extension. That could work. Well, anyway, while you're doing that, I'm going to show you the last thing that I got. And this one I really, really like. Nubu foot pads. It's crazy, too, because they weren't even Nubu, the ones that I got. Yeah, only moderators can leave a link. Yeah, I think so. Okay, look, check this out. This is the one that's in the thumbnail. Look how cute that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Look how shiny and perfect it is. You should have seen them when I found them. And this is the second time that I found patent leather shoes. First of all, they're Puma, as you see. And they're in really good shape. And it's called Puma Basket Heart in Marshmallow. It's like poofy marshmallow. It's nice. Patent leather. But you should have seen them when I found them. I bought them for $12, okay? The reason was that they were so dirty, I think that they thought that they were destroyed. So they sold them for like a really low price. Same like with the Prada patent leather that I found. I bought them at the thrift store, but they did not look like this. This was all disgusting and dirty. This was so, you know, there's a slight crease here, okay? And the crease had dirt in there. And it looked like a crack. And there was dirt everywhere, all over the thing. And it looked like it was stained. I'm sure that they saw them and they were like, well, they're Puma, so we won't put them in the garbage. But they're so stained and nobody will ever get it out. And the worst part was here. I mean, I guess I could clean this one more time also. Okay, this is just very, very lightly stained. But this one had a stain like you would not believe. What is it? It's not 100%. I'm trying to get it 100% clean. I've cleaned it so many times. There was a stain in here that went from all the way here all the way up. There was like a dark stain, like as if someone had spilled something dark and thick, like, I don't know, coffee ground. I don't know what it was, but it was really dark. It was stained here. You can see like just a slight bit of stain here. It was stained here, and this was just like a thick, deep stain. You know, like it was so bad. And look at it now, like it's almost nothing. Wait, let me check. Just a very, very light yellow tinge. It was really bad. And here also there's like a little, still like a light, you see that like light yellow kind of tinge there? Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of stain here. So I guess I'm not done with them. But man, blood, no. No, they couldn't have been killed and it would have been a lot more blood. Well, let's hope it wasn't blood. Jeez. It could have been food, you know, like something that was spilled. I mean, I don't know, maybe it was blood. Holy, I hope not. I don't think so. It was like dark brown and it left like a yellow. Well, no, I mean, like you can see it here. You see how it's like kind of, see there's a bit of like a yellow stain here. That's just like normal, like just staining. And there's like a little streak like over here. You see there's a little bit of this. It must have been like sauce or something. Watch a lot of crime shows. Yeah, I know. Me too. I know. Like, what did I stumble across here? Yeah, maybe it was, right? But I mean, that would be a really weird place to kill somebody, like to stab them in the heel. Why would there be blood in the heel? It's kind of a weird place to get blood. Lightly worn. Well, they didn't look lightly worn when I found them. Barbecue sauce! No, that could be exactly what it is. Exactly. It was like dark and thick, like brown and sticky and like deep. As if somebody had them like standing around and just bloop, and it just like went right and it slooped right down the back and on the sides. Barbecue sauce. Now you're thinking. A mosquito. Oh, I think it would have been a really big mosquito. But man, it was a lot. All in here, like this whole thing here. And you know how many times I had to clean it? I thought to myself, I was like, Sonia, you're out of your damn mind. Like, you're going to get $50 for these shoes and you're going to spend 12 hours cleaning them. But it was like, but you know what? I like doing it. Crime scene cleanup! I'm just so satisfied doing it. I should have made a video. My God. I'm very good at cleaning things, but occasionally I do ruin things. Like, I have used chemicals that sometimes it works and at other times it's just like ate the fabric. I used like a stain remover spray. It's in the kitchen. I don't have the brand right now. I think it was actually, no, it wasn't. Oops. I don't know. Yeah, it's a challenge, you know, it was a cleaning challenge. And it was a novel cleaning experience. I sprayed it with that and I let it sit. And then my favorite secret weapon is the Mexican laundry soap. That is truly my secret weapon. Because I have all kinds of other detergents, but there's something about like the Mexican soap like Viva or Zote. That is the shit, you guys. Seriously. You ever given your clothes to a Mexican laundry? They come back like perfectly clean and pressed, like they never had any stains. So I was spraying it and let it sit, and then I'd like rub the Viva in it because I used up my Zote, and the Viva is very good. I don't know what they put in that stuff, but it works so well. And now look at them. They're so gorgeous. Look, they're like nice little marshmallows. That's what they're called. Marshmallow Puma. So pretty. It's the purple Viva. No, not liquid. I bought it in Mexico. Every time I went down there, I'd like bring back a couple of those bars of soap. But there's probably like a store where you can get it, you know? Shop where South American people shop or Mexican shop. You'll probably find it. Somebody's got to be importing it. Oh, but the liquid wouldn't be the same because I think it's a lye soap. Magic erasers. I thought that was like a microfiber and it's good for walls. Anyway, this was like my find of the week. I mean, new they're about $120. I have them as a draft right now. Actually, I put them on Kijiji. I don't usually do Kijiji, but I put them there first because sometimes Marketplace will give me a hard time if I put something brand name. Like it's dodgy, which is why I got involved with Poshmark in the first place because Marketplace is deranged. But I think I'll be okay because it has the label inside with the QR code and everything. But they're beautiful. They're like, oh, they're so pretty. And there's no more stains anywhere. They're just like perfect, beautiful shoes. So yeah, that was my score of the week. It was this. I'm definitely keeping them. And I think I'm going to clean them like 1 or 2 more times. Make sure they're like really picobello. Yeah, I went to the dentist in Mexico. Yeah, I went like 3 times to Mexico. Good times. I guess I'm not going to be traveling this year. Oh yeah, and I washed the laces too and ironed them. So yeah, it was a fun little project. They're size 8. They'd probably fit me even. Oh yeah, the only thing was like on this one there's like a little like, you know, fraying, well, you know, like the surface of the material, because maybe the person that maybe when they got stained they tried to wash it out and they like scrubbed it and they right away like damaged the fiber. I really tried not to. They look pretty good now. They look lovely. Yeah, it's a good size for selling. It's a pretty common size. Oh, hi, Sandra. You saw some wild lettuce. Nice. Adrienne has Zote bars. Yeah, Zote is good. And Viva. The Viva really got it out. That was really good. So that's pretty much my thrift haul. That's the whole story. I hope that these are not fabric, but I'm starting to think they are. But I'm not sure if it really matters. I just won't put them up for very much. But it's interesting, like I'll put something on Poshmark and I put it on Marketplace at the same time. And it does help, you know, the more listings you have up in more places. And lately I even started putting them, like I said, I started putting them back on Kijiji, but it's bad because, no, it's not canvas. No, it could be like fake suede. It's either real suede or fake suede. If it, you know what, if it's fake suede, it's so well done that you can't even tell. I'm still having trouble figuring out if it's fake. Although I don't even see a ticket anywhere. Oh wait, it has a zipper. Maybe there's a ticket inside. Yeah, maybe it was barbecue. Yeah, it could have been. What does it say? Nothing. Nothing. But they're in good shape and they're cute. Southwest bundle. I like that idea. I'm gonna try. I don't know, man. I can't tell. How can it be vegan leather? Faux vegan leather. Yeah, Robin, exactly. I keep smelling it because it almost has like a leather smell to it. Before, like, I used to have really, really good close-up vision because I'm so, like, myopic. But now it's not as good anymore. No, it's not Roxy. It's Eram from France. Pretty nice. Has, like, a little thread here. And a master mender, though. The lady came over the other day and she, like, bought some things. And there was, like, a couple little things with issues with a thread. And I just pulled out my vintage sewing kit and, whoosh, and like, fixed it up. It was, like, perfect. And she was like, wow, thanks, you know? Yeah, I love mending stuff. So that's pretty much it. There's my haul, and it's been nice catching up with you guys. I'm gonna go make dinner. That's my plan. I know it's late. It's been nice seeing you. And that's pretty much it. I better get going or everybody's gonna starve. Okay, so I'm gonna have... No, they're made in France. Like, if you look it up, like, they sell them in the UK only. Like, you can't even find them here. It's not a brand that they sell out here. It's something that they sell a lot in the UK. Like, you'll find it on the UK, you know, like there's Vinted and all these kind of things. What am I making for dinner? You know, I don't even know yet. Let's hope that I have something defrosted. Yeah, like they have the UK equivalent of Vinted and stuff like that, and you see them on there, and it always says like made in France. So, and oh, in England, being made in France is not a big deal. So why would they lie? You know. I haven't seen the movie Sound of Freedom. Sorry. Oh, that sounds good. Spam, really, in your fried rice. So. Okay, well, it was really nice seeing you guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. And I hope you all have a good evening and God bless you. And thanks for joining me. And I'll see you next time. Have a good night, guys. Bye.